Computation of tax under composition scheme. Composition scheme. Now, how to calculate tax liability? What are the rules behind that? What are the rules behind that? Try to understand here. You are a small business person. You are running a small business. You are running a small business. We know that small means small only. If you are dealing the transaction interstate, then you will be called as a big businessman. You will be called as a big businessman. If you are dealing the transaction outside the state or outside the country, then that transaction cannot be taken into consideration. Only what? Within the state. Only within the state. If it is outside the state, that cannot be taken into considerations. And next one, not only outside the state, even outside the country also cannot be taken. Because why means we know that we are small. We are a small, which is meant for the small business people, whose turnover is less than 1.5 crores. And at the same time, you are the supplier. You are the businessman. You are the seller. If you are selling the goods to the job worker, that should not be taken. That is not be a sale. We know about what you mean by job worker. Job worker is a person who converts the raw material into finished goods, which cannot be considered as sales. So these three items cannot be considered at the time of calculation of tax liability under composition scheme. Now, while talking about the composition scheme, we can get a question which consists of 10 or 15 transactions. Before that, first you're supposed to read the first sentence. In that, we can get some information. What he is doing it. In the first sentence itself, he is a manufacturer of pan masala. If it is mentioned, or he is a manufacturer of ice cream, then no need to go for full calculation. We can possibly write the conclusion. He is a dealer of pan masala. He is not getting registered under the composition scheme. Next point, what you are supposed to keep in your mind while reading the first sentence here is what business he is doing. Whether he is running a hotel or other than the hotel. If it is a hotel, the rate of tax is 5%. If it is other than hotel, rate of tax is 1% flat rate. 1% flat rate. They need not to pay 28 or 28% or 18% or 12% like that. They should pay flat rate, 1% tax. Now, I'll work out one small problem. Already I have dictated this particular problem in your notes, which is there in your notes. The first transaction here is, this particular problem is not belongs to hotel. So, rate of tax is 1%. He is not dealing a manufacturer. He is not a manufacturer of ice cream or manufacturer of tobacco or whatever. Maybe he is a resident of India. Everything he fulfills conditions to go for composition scheme. Now, first transaction here is sold goods to goods to Chikkamangaluru. Chikkamangaluru. We know that Chikkamangaluru belongs to Karnataka. Yes, we can possible to take 5 lakhs within state. We're supposed to take. The next one here is sold goods to Mr. Y. Sold goods to Mr. Y. Mandya. Mandya also belongs to Karnataka. Yes, we are supposed to take 2 lakhs. Thereafter, sold goods to XYZ company Bangalore. Sold goods to XYZ company Bangalore. Yes, Bangalore belongs to Karnataka. Bangalore belongs to Karnataka. We are supposed to take 10,000. 1 minute. So is 1,50,000. Thereafter, the goods received from unregistered dealer. Next transaction here is goods received from unregistered dealer. Goods received from unregistered dealer. Keep your mind. Received. What do you mean received? Received means purchase. We are not selling it. We are not selling it. If you are selling, we are supposed to take. Is it a sale? It's received. We are not supposed to take. We are not supposed to take. Are you catching the point or not? Yes or no? Yes. So, received means purchase. Received means purchase. It's not a sale. It's not a sale. Here, it's supposed to take a sales, not the purchase, not the purchase. You need not to take. Thereafter, goods supplied to a job worker. Goods supplied to a job worker at Mysore. At Mysore. Yes, Mysore belongs to Karnataka, but he's a job worker. He's a person converts the raw material into finished goods. If you sell something to a job worker, that is not a sale. Should not be taken. Should not be taken. Thereafter, supply of service. Supply of service, which is zero rated. Which is zero rated under GST. Zero rated under GST. Zero rated under GST. Which is zero rated under GST but not under composition scheme. Which is not under composition scheme. In the general scheme, the rate of tax starts from 0%, 2%, 5%, 15%, 12%, 18% and 28%. That is not a deal for us. Zero rate and all. Here, we are supposed to pay flat 1% tax. Flat 1% tax. That is zero rated under other scheme. Other scheme cannot be taken into consideration here. Here, goods are sold. So we are supposed to take, even though zero rated, even though 28%, even though 28% is not a question for us. We are supposed to take. We are supposed to take. Should be 4 lakh. Thereafter, the sale of goods to a merchant in Mysore. Sale of goods to a merchant at Mysore. We know that Mysore belongs to Karnataka. We are supposed to take 5 lakhs. Thereafter, transfer of goods from branch in Mandya to a branch in Bangalore. 5 lakh. Transfer means sale only. Transfer means sales. There is not any hard and fast asset as such. Inter-department transfer is not a sale. It's not asset. It's a sale only. It's a sale. We are supposed to transfer of goods from Mandya to Bangalore. 5 lakhs. Bangalore 5 lakhs. Thereafter, the next point here is imported goods. I told you. Import and export and other state transaction cannot be taken. That won't come under purvey of composition scheme. If you imported or if you exported something which won't come under this particular scheme. Thereafter, supply of goods from her branch at Mandya. Yes, we are supposed to take. The next transaction here is sold food and drinks. Yes, there is not a hard and fast rule as it. They should not sell food and drinks. They should not sell food and drinks. You are supposed to take 10 lakhs. Thereafter, the next point here is purchase of goods from Hyderabad. Is a purchase. If it is a purchase, that should not be taken into consideration. Is an inward supply. That should not be taken into considerations. That's all. Do the total of this. If it is less than 1.5 crores, then which will fall under composition scheme. If you get total here is 10 lakh at 1 crore. If it is 1 crores, in such a case, while calculation of tax liability, if it belongs to 1%, that means 0.5 by 100 for CGST and into 0.5% for SGST, totally be the tax liability. That's all for the first question.